skull horns sound. Are you watching? At the Stape, Kings are botching. A beautiful sight. We're drinking tonight. Living in Hockey Neverland.
Gone away is the great one. A Cajun dog, I just ate one. The Lakers are kings, at least they've got rings. Living in a Hockey Neverland.
At the Nokia, we'll build a trophy and pretend it's Lord Stanley. Ducks fans say we won that, and we'll say fuck off. At least we wear a jersey that is manly.
At Nokia, we can build a trophy and pretend that we have finally won. We'll look crazy like that guy Mike Brophy. The hockey in the land of endless sun. Year after year, we are dreamers as we cheer with the screamers. Kobe, Drew, Brownie, Quick, this team's looking sick. Living in a Hockey Neverland.
When we win, ain't it thrilling?
Numb from hours of hardcore illin'. We cuss and we're wild, the LA King style. Living in a Hockey Neverland.
And welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Kornelek.
And I'm Chris Kalazewski.
Ho, ho, ho. What is up, Kings fans? It's almost Christmas time. We are back in studio with another episode for you, number 82, entitled The Holiday Extravaganza.
That's right, Kings fans. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Joyous Kwanzaa. We're back with, I think this is our 6th holiday-themed episode over the years, so we've been doing it for a while. So tonight we're going to recap the Midwest road trip. Going to give our holiday gifts to the Kings players, and we'll also show you that the holiday cards that the Kings players very nicely sent us. So that's it. Enjoy the show.
So settle back, grab some eggnog, let's kick it.
All right, so Keith, so last time we talked about how the Kings are going on a road trip. It'd be sort of a test, a barometer, so to speak. And I would say so far so good with that. Obviously, got the 6 points that we thought they would get and knew they needed to get, and finished it at 3-2, beating some pretty good teams in there.
Absolutely. We sort of flip-flopped around, and when I looked at the fact that we did get 6 points out of a possible 10 from this road trip, I was astounded because the Kings have been frustrating me lately more than a girlfriend in high school would have. We go in and blow out Detroit, which... awesome.
No one expected that. I mean, 5-0, that was incredible.
No, not at all. We go in, we blow out Nashville. We lose 3-2 in overtime to Chicago. We get blown out, really, with horrible play against St. Louis. And then tonight in Colorado, 5-0. I mean, we're 6-3-1 in the last 10 games, but it doesn't feel like that.
You know, we talked about goal scoring being an issue and how no one was really stepping up and how some people are getting ice cold again. But talk about this road trip. I mean, they had a lot of goals on this road trip. I mean, 2 being their lowest in the Chicago game, but 5 tonight, 5 and 6 in Nashville. I mean, 5 in Detroit is incredible. You guys are scoring again. It's nice, and it's not just Kopitar anymore. We're getting that second line to score again, which is awesome.
Well, Dustin Brown, I think he scored his 11th or 12th this evening. Kings fans, correct me on that if I'm wrong. I think he's on par for 30 goals for sure, as is Kopitar. Justin Williams lighting the lamp.
Yep.
Kyle Clifford. Let's talk about Clifford for a second. I thought he should have been a very late cut or just get his 9 games and get sent back. But as the games go on, as we play more and he gets more experience, he's starting to look like an NHL power forward. And wow, Ponikarovsky, who?
Yeah, no, definitely. Clifford's playing really well. He's been playing with a lot of heart, been dropping the gloves a lot, and had a great goal in the game against Chicago. So very happy with how he's been sort of a surprise. I thought the same thing at the beginning of the season, that this guy is going to get a look at him and see you next year maybe. But very happy with how the whole road trip went down, and now we're back in the thick of it again. It's a tight Western Conference, but got to get another big winning streak going here again.
Yeah, we're sitting 7th in the Western Conference by virtue of a 3-way tie with Chicago and with San Jose, so it is looking tough. Let's talk about defense for a sec, because when we dropped the puck on the season, I thought that we were one of the best defensive teams in hockey as far as pairings go, if healthy. Well, if healthy's poked its little head up again. Matt Green is out with a concussion. Willie Mitchell, looks like it's the knee, but it's a lower body injury. And we haven't been playing all that well defensively, but I don't know where I was going with that, Chris.
Well, the thing about Willie Mitchell, and we knew this at the beginning of the season, we're taking a risk with this guy. Dino knew it, gave him a 2-year deal, but the fact is he's only played 15 games. Obviously not what we thought, but we've won 11 of those games. Now, is that all Willie Mitchell? No, but they're 11-4 with Mitchell in the lineup, so there's definitely something there. And we missed him the last couple of games, but he's someone that has been, I think, one of the more consistent stay-at-home defensemen.
Somebody on ESPN the other day said the Willie Mitchell experiment in Los Angeles has failed. Well, I really refuse to believe that. Mm-hmm. It's not like he's getting post-concussion syndrome or anything like that. He's had two sort of Justin Williams-esque freak accidents happen that sidelined him. And, when in the lineup, he's our best defensive defenseman. Not taking anything away from Rob Scuderi, but the guy's very dynamic with what he does. And if you look at it, going back even further, Chris, when we've had all defensemen healthy, we're 3-0.
Yeah, see? Makes sense. Not a coincidence there. And lastly, let's talk about goaltending. Jonathan Quick, obviously getting more starts than he was. It's Terry Murray sort of veered off his plan there.
He does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. But it's paid off. Quick has been outstanding in almost all those games on the road trip. And Bernier got his start in the Nashville game, and it always helps when you have a 4-0 lead at the end of the first period.
It does.
A little loose there, mm-hmm. But hopefully things turn around for him, because we definitely need him to step it up, because Quick can't keep up this pace for long. But the goaltending, looking good.
I think he can keep it up until late February, early March. That's when it dissipated really last year.
Yeah.
So I really do hope that Terry Murray gives Jonathan Bernier some more starts. Obviously, Quick is the number one goaltender, and he's certainly playing like it, having a great season. But I think the way for him to sustain that good play is by resting a little bit.
Yep, exactly. So King is coming back home, going to play the Oilers, the speedy young Oilers.
Oh, yeah.
Which I hope we kill. I think we will. Then play the Ducks in L.A. for the first time this year, which is hard to believe. So hoping the Kings can turn around, keep up that awesome home record they have, which is, 11-2-1 or something like that. So
yeah.
Staples Center, tough place to play.
All right, so the Kings finally, as you know, traded for Marco Sturm. We finally got him, and tonight he finally made his return to NHL hockey, first time since Game 1 of the playoffs last year, on the fourth line. And Chris, this is one hell of an expensive fourth line with Ponikarovsky, Marco Sturm, and, Trevor Lewis is there too. It's almost $8 million on the fourth line.
Obviously not going to stay like that. He's not going to stay down there forever, but he's still kind of warmed up again. But, it's safe to say that the Sturm era has begun in Los Angeles. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm more just hoping more than anything, but I hope something works out, because we need that.
Well, he'll eventually be on that top line playing with Andrzej Kopitar and Dustin Brown to the right. And, I think if he can pot 15 goals this season, that's a success.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be completely ready to go, but if he does show up in the playoffs, if he contributes a little bit and, he's responsible, that's fine. If we get into the playoffs and we're getting goals and some good plays by him, I think the Kings easily win the deal, and I think Marco Sturm was definitely a good pickup.
So Kings fans, we are very fortunate here at KingsCast to be included on the mailing list of a lot of Kings players, which, it makes sense. When a lot of people think LA Kings, they think KingsCast.
Usually.
That's no different. This year we're back, so we actually got a bunch in the mail today. Let's start off with the rookies. Got a nice card from the rookies here.
Up next, and this didn't happen last year, Chris, maybe because of the criticizing, but we got a Christmas card from Dean Lombardi, and really honored about that. Didn't know he actually took the time to write Christmas cards. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's just us,
assistant or something.
But check it out, Dean Lombardi.
All right, this one comes from our popular enforcer, Kevin Westgarth, who, obviously he knows what happened in that first fight with John Scott over Chicago, but the guy's a beast, obviously, so he recognizes that. But we also recognize that he fought him again in a rematch, and it was, pretty much a draw. So, hey, Kings fans, every year we give out our gifts because, we're like that.
And we're rich.
To the Kings players or members of the organization. Things that we know they need, things that they want, things that we want to give them. So let's start this off this year. Matt Green.
Matt Green. Greener, you're getting an actress from Deadwood. She's hot, single, and since you're Matt Green, she's probably good to go. Oh yeah, and she's a massage therapist as well.
All right, so this one's for Terry Murray. It is a book deal with Harcourt Brace. Now, you can finally publish that novel, that magnum opus that you've been wanting to put out, called How to Switch Lines and Piss Off People.
Kyle Clifford, eye surgery. You're mean, you're doing great in the NHL, but you have the most menacing stare since Linda Blair in The Exorcist.
So this one's for Willie Mitchell. A full body cast. Dude, we so need you in the lineup, so a little discomfort is something you're just going to have to deal with.
Jonathan Quick, a back brace, because you've been carrying this team on your shoulders since the puck dropped at the start of the year. Oh, and the Vezina, too. All right, so Kings fans, we'll be right back at you next week when the Kings are at home. Holidays have simmered down, eggnog hangover gone. So stay tuned for that. A very happy holiday to everyone out there, all of our fans. Thank you very much. I'm Keith Korneluk.
And I'm Chris Kalazewski.
Merry Christmas, and thank you for watching Overtime by KingsCast.